I gave an example about Delta Airlines, all right? The great thing about Delta Airlines is, I don't know why it's saying I'm live right now. I thought I was live before. Hopefully you guys didn't miss any of that. But what I'm talking about real quick is the market, exactly what's going on in the market. So let's just go right into it. What happened today? So the market was doing quite well. Some stocks were struggling hard. Some stocks were selling very well today. It has to be certain stocks that you're into. So what am I talking about? I'm going to simplify it for you. What kind of stocks do you need to be in right now? It's a stock picker's market. You'll hear that multiple times, and I'm slowing down because it's extremely important. You want to be in a stock that is a return to society stock, like an AMC, like a casino stock, like a cruise ship or an airlines, okay? I use the TSA information, which is free. It's a public site every day to see that the number of people flying on planes is increasing. So my stock in Delta, my example of my options play, which is going to return 100 to 400%, all you have to do is subscribe. You follow me, you push the notifications, you'll see the options video. It has like an orange background. It's pretty good. It's only 14 minutes. So if you want to learn options, yes, 14 minutes time. It's not a lot of time. I'm trying to educate. I only mention that because people share their things with me all day, their DMs on the side, showing me their positions. People buy the wrong options. They buy out of the money options. I have specific rules. We're in the money or at the money. We plan ahead, meaning we only buy stuff on sale. So you hear people say, and other gurus and everybody says, buy the dip, dude, buy the dip. Oh, yeah, buy the dip. Oh, it keeps dipping, though. It keeps dipping. Yes, we're looking for the lowest price. It's like buying something on sale, okay? I give this lesson a lot. You go to buy a jacket, it's $200. You think to yourself, later in the week, will the jacket be $160? Probably. So you wait. You don't have FOMO. You don't chase the stock. You don't pay the ask. Why is that important, especially with options? Because instead of being down 25%, you're either even on the day, or instead of being even on the day because your option went back up at the end of the day and you're lucky, you're up 30% or 40%. It's a huge difference. When you have that cushion, you don't have to worry so much about what the stock is doing after hours. I'm going to give an example later about coin, right? I gave a price, and this, I'll just give it right now, I guess. Coin, right? It's been beat up. CoinDesk, it went all the way down to 200 and change, right? I got into it yesterday. I said I expect maybe $250 out of this, maybe $260 by Friday. However, I don't know if the market's going to be strong every day. So I'm holding. This morning, I was down 10%, right? Down 10% to start the day. What happened? My option position is up 103%. I mentioned at the start of the day, I was going to sell it at $14.60. It's a call option that expires Friday, and my strike price is $225 if you want to check it out, okay? I paid $9.50 yesterday. I gave the alert. What happened after I gave the alert? Somebody told me they bought it for $8.50, and then someone bought it for $7.70. So yes, I give out my alerts. I'm a human person, and you guys get in better. I love that about it, but stop doing it on every single trade I give out. You guys get in better. It upsets me. It would be nice for me once to call the bottom. I thought I did with NET Cloudflare today, right? And it went up as soon as I called it, and then it dropped even lower, and you guys got in basically the same price. Somebody beat me by 10 cents, but let's stay focused on coin. So I increased my price on coin to $14.60 per contract. Then I increased it to $17. Both numbers would have got hit, so I would have sold my contract. But instead of leaving bag holders, same way with profit, we want to maximize profit. That's what I'm teaching you guys. I moved it up, and I moved it north of $20. Guess what? It didn't get hit. I have 5 contracts that would have been worth $10,000. Didn't get hit. So I'm counting on myself being right about coin. Now, if coin opens tomorrow and is the 245 or 247 range, guess what? I'm playing with house money. I'm getting more money tomorrow than I would have got if I got the max value today. So I'm thinking ahead. Coin probably is going to go up. It has 2 strong days in a row. The market is showing strength. It tricked me at the end. I thought the market was going to end up green. I don't know if the NASDAQ ended up green. I was with my girls. I know the Dow was like down 80 points. I know the NASDAQ was down 20 points. I was looking for it to spike end of day. I don't know if that happened. I haven't checked. So when I do the stocks later, I'm going to check with you guys. Also, guys, everything we do is organic. So please, I share this a lot. Pay this forward, share the broadcast. We don't spend any money on marketing. Our platform's growing. I have given one-on-one lessons. Now, I don't usually do that, and I'm not touting myself or anything like that, but I helped change this guy's account around. I'm going to teach a lesson about that later, why it's so important to understand trading and why it's so important to understand planning ahead, having a strategy and then executing it. Real important. Say it to yourself. I have a strategy. Now I have to execute it. You start the day, you know exactly what you want to do. If it dips, you're looking to do 1, 2, 3. If that happens, you execute. If it spikes, you're looking to do 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to explain exactly what I'm talking about. So stick with me through at least the slides, okay? This is really important. It's how you plan ahead, and it's how you execute. You have a strategy the night before, the next day you execute. Same with a business plan. If you have a business, you write it down, a business plan, you got to execute it or else your business fails. We all remember that dude I was going to partner up with, right? Yeah. He went opposite Matt. He did his own thing. His stocks suck, okay? No offense if he's watching. He probably is. There are hedge funds watching. I know there are a lot of institutions here. We've got at least 3 people from New York watching. Yes, I'm universal, I guess. Anyway, that is a joke. I had to be transparent. I have to share with you. I'm an average Joe. I share this stuff. I just see things differently, and that's why I'm here. Okay, let's move on because I don't want to harp on this. I spoke about coin. So others good stocks that might be pushing it forward, right? You have great technology like Roku. So if you're into tech, you think tech is strong, look at Roku. It's going to be strong. It's going to cross 400. These are all free stock picks. I own some positions. I'm not a financial advisor, but I see patterns. I see demand. I see volume. So Roku is strong. D-Dog, also like Net. So D-Dog, Cloudflare, also 2 strong stocks, okay? STX, which I've mentioned since it was like $65. STX, right? They do microchips, chip shortage, all right? There was high as $104. They pulled back to like 92. STX, I don't know where they are today. I don't follow them. They're on my watch list, but I don't follow every stock. I have so many stocks on my watch list. I used to have 65 stocks. Now I have over 100 because there are so many stocks that interest me. What else do I want to talk about? Okay, return to society stocks, Dow stocks, right? Even when the Dow got beat up end of the day, right? Carnival was still positive, so I like the cruise ships. Why? They're finally going to return to sailing. And then I mentioned airlines before. I mentioned casinos, same kind of thing. NEO and Tesla didn't really move that good. NEO was up 4%. So that would be my choice or my pick for that green energy car space, right? NEO, it was up 4%. It pulled back to maybe under 1%. What does that tell you? It tells you when we're in green market tomorrow or Friday, you're going to see that 4% back. So if you like NEO and you're looking for the best entry, you got an afternoon dip. Look for a dip tomorrow, maybe 2% off, 2.5%. If it dips, you buy your option or you buy whatever it is. Oh, new strategy with options for me. You know what I do since I suck at calling the bottom? I buy one contract first, and then I wait 10 minutes, and then I save 20%, and I buy some more contracts. All right, it's the same rules. You enter the 25% rule. You don't go full force in. If you buy 100 contracts, do not buy 100 right away. It's so tough to call the bottom and get the best sale price. So you buy 5, it goes down. You buy 5 more, but you still want to buy 100. That's great. Buy the final 90 when it's dipping the most. Get the best entry, average down the best way. Some of you guys are really smart. Some of you guys show me crazy returns, and we're going to get to the slides shortly. Oh, okay. I made an alert today, CCIV, which is part of the lesson. I only know about that because I was helping Tyler yesterday on the phone, and he had stock, and I'll explain the lesson real quick. It's episode 14. He had 37 shares of stock at an average of $32, CCIV. It's down under $20 today, okay? CCIV, $32, 37 shares. So I told him, sell first thing in the morning, ask for $19.50. That was plan 1 for the execution. So he got out of that position. He's down 66%, okay? Which sucks. He was down like $600, $700. He took he had $700 left from his 12. He was down $500. He had $700 left. I said, now we're going to buy you 2 options. Go out to August. We looked at the $17.50 options. They were $3.80 yesterday. I said, you don't have enough for $3.80. You have enough for $3.50 per contract. So you can buy 2 contracts at $3.50. Now, when CCIV dipped this morning hard to $19.13, you know what happened? He bought those 2 contracts. And then when there was a volume spike, which I alerted at like 1 o'clock, 12:30, 1:30, you know what happened? CCIV went north of $20, and his position right there went from being up from being down in the stock, 66%, all of a sudden his options were up 24%. Okay, 24% in that quick time. So you do the math. He's $700. He's up 24%, which is like a quarter. So he's basically up $180. So it took him 3 months to get down $500. It took him 20 minutes or half a day, let's say. I don't want to be too, it took him half a day. Follow it. Okay, episode 14, half a day to get up 30%. He's so close to being even. Give him another 1 or 2 green days, and it'll be 3 days versus 3 months. 3 months of shit being in a stock and 3 days of good stuff, just picking the right time. Again, episode 14, watch it. All my episodes, all my tweets for anybody that follows me, everything's a lesson. I'm here to share. You guys know I have a virus. I'm on steroids right now. I'm on an antibiotic. I'm on a Buterol. I have an eye drop. So I'm not doing so great, but I'm here to share. I'm here to teach The reason I do this every day for an hour, the reason I send out 20 tweets or 30 tweets on my private Twitter account for my platform members is because I want to share with you guys. I want you guys to learn. It's not like I'm giving you half a lesson. I want you to understand it so fully that it comes out naturally to you and you know exactly what you're doing. Oh, we had one woman who's a wonderful accountant. She follows me. She had an account. I'm going to do a video about blowing up your account. And I'm not using you as an example in a bad way. She blew up her account. I'm pretty sure she took 3,000, turned it into 13, 14,000, and then blew it up, did some bad positions. Shit happens to all of us. We all suck at some point. So if you blew up your account, we're with you. There are tons of us that have blown up your account. People following said, I did the same thing. She went under $1,000, 800 and change. I'm going to show you a slide today. I believe she's up to like $9,000, $10,000, $800 within like the last 2 weeks, up to $9,700. So yes, I call the market good, but you have to be smart. You have to pick the best entries and get the best exit. We talk about max value. All right. I have some other stocks I was going to talk about. Oh, real quick. Our favorite, UVXY. If you don't know the UVXY, the VIX on steroids, UVXY. If there's low volatility, the VIX goes down, UVXY goes down. It's 1.5 times the VIX. So it spiked to $4.20. There was a bit of a sell-off in the market. So when people panic, the UVXY spikes. What always happens with the UVXY? It goes down. It always goes. So it spiked to 420. I gave an alert. I said, if you have money left, you want to buy puts. I don't have much money left today. I think I bought 3 contracts. I might have spent like $168 or something around that. No, $168. I'm so good at math. 56 times 3. Anyway, so those are the puts. They expire next week because we buy ourselves more time. They were $4.50 puts, which makes them in the money because I expect the UVXY to go under 4. All right. And that's what we bought. So I think they're up maybe 4 cents, which isn't a lot. It's 8%, but we're 8% in the right direction instead of entering into a position and being 8% in the wrong direction. Now, if you've entered into a position, you're down 10% as soon as you buy it or 20%, you're doing something wrong. You're paying the ask, okay? If you enter into any position and within 3 minutes, you're down 15, 18, 20% on your options, no, you don't suck. Your timing is bad and your guesswork is bad. You're entering an ask or you're paying maybe the mid price, maybe the bid is $1 and the ask is $1.20 and you're like, I'll bid $1.10 right in the middle. No, you take the bid price and the ask price, $1 and $1.20, and you offer 90 cents, 10% under the current bid. You say, I'm smarter than the current bid. I'm going to pay less. If that dude's going to get it for his 90s or for his $1, I'm going to get it for 90 cents. So when Matt gets something for $2.40 and you guys get it for $1.95, yes, it makes sense. I wish I was smarter sometimes. I have FOMO. Why? Because I'm doing so much during the day that I need to get in these certain positions that I feel confident about. So UVXY going down. Now, real quick, I know people are curious about the SDOW, okay? SDOW, right? That's the short index for the Dow times 3. So the Dow's dropping, the SDOW goes up, the Dow is going up and strong, the SDOW is going down. So what happened? They did a 4-for-1 reverse split, okay? So anybody that's involved there will be thankful because they have no freaking clue what's going on. It was $8 and change, and now it's $33. What does that mean? All right, let's say you had a $9 either put or call. It doesn't matter. You take your $9, you multiply it by 4. So now it's $36. So you have a $36 put or a $36 call. Say you had an $8 put or an $8 call. Multiply it by 4. It's now a $32 call or a $32 put. And now where you see where the SDOW is, I think Robin Hood calls it SDOW1. I don't know why they would do that to confuse you. It's still SDOW. Now the other point is UVXY on May 26th, waking up May 27th, they are doing the same thing. So I think that's Thursday you'll see the difference. Maybe not tomorrow. But the UVXY is doing a 10-for-1 reverse split. So if the UVXY, and we're just going to use simple numbers, is at $4, what will happen on a reverse split? Multiply it by 10. It'll be $40. If it's $3.98, it'll be $39.80. If it's $4.10, it'll be $40.10. You get it? Multiply it by 10. Now, what does that mean for your puts or your calls, your contracts? So the position I just mentioned before, $4.50 puts expire next week. So they'll go through next week. So you take my $4.50 and you multiply it by 10. What do you get? Yes, 45. That's correct. Okay, so it'll be a $45 put. That's what I'll have. This thing will multiply by 10. So it's $4, let's say. It'll be $40. And my put will be $45. Okay, $4.50. You have the same number of contracts. I had one contract. I still have one contract. That doesn't change. You don't multiply anything else. It's just the price. The strike price, the stock price. The strike price, the stock price. Okay, great. Let me just see if I had anything else. CCIV I covered. let's get to some slides. Let's see what we got. I'm going to just try and help everybody and show you guys what I do during the day to try and help and educate. Now, this was from Love. This is the woman who blew up her account, but then mentioned she followed the rules. She got a little too greedy. We all do. We all think we're better than we are. We're on such a good roll. We're crushing it day after day. And then we we blow it up. We do something stupid, and then we compound it. I speak most other days about compounding your problem, which means you're selling something at a discount, and then you jump into something too quick, and you sell that at a discount, and it's a snowball effect, and your account goes from $14,000 to $1,000, and then you start again. But have faith. My followers have faith. My followers, my platform members, my family here. We know what we're doing. So we pick perfect example here. You just pick the right points. You sell for profit. You move on. Great day today, Love. You're amazing. You're so helpful to everybody, and we're so thankful that you're part of the family. Seriously. I'm thankful for everybody, but that's great. All right, next one. Yeah, she's transparent. Next question, please. Not question. Next slide. All right, plan ahead, double money. Oh, great example about planning ahead. Here it is right here. So this gentleman picked up his kids today. He planned ahead with two options. Now, EH popped. And I tell you, when something pops, we don't look. We're not watchers anymore. We plan ahead. Now, what does that mean? Look at EH stock. It popped to $24.50. Where did it close at? $22.50. $22.50 sucks when the stock was $24.50. You look for the pop. If you plan ahead, you already have your ask out there. So when it goes and it spikes $3 or $2, guess what happens? Your ridiculous ask that you were trying to make 60% on or something ridiculous like that, it happens in one day or it happens overnight. You put the same order in every day. If it didn't pop today, you assume that it's going to pop tomorrow. I don't know when it's going to pop, but the thing is, everything pops. That's what we're looking for. I'm in stocks that draw volume, that draw attention. Okay, next slide, please. All right, step by step. Okay, so this is Tyler I told you about last night. I took his session at 10 p.m. I gave him 30 minutes on the phone. Why? Because he signed up for my VIP package. I'm not here to do a commercial, but instead of being a member for a week at a time, he's a lifetime member. It includes a 30-minute private tutorial. So we spoke about CCIV. We spoke about him selling certain stock and entering to options and rebounding quicker as long as CCIV makes the move, which he told me it has catalyst coming. It has news coming. So please, let's go on. Next slide, please. Here's what he did, exactly what we spoke about. So he sold this morning on that little peak. Then he bought the dip on the option, which is great planning on his part. It's all about execution. Oh, we also spoke about Tiger, TIGR. He had 4 contracts. He paid $1.65. I said since they have earnings out, they're probably going to pop somewhere between 10 and 20% today. So we have to plan ahead because you're not always around to trade. So he's in at $1.65. You come up with a price. I think he could have got as high as maybe $3.50 today. I think he got into $3 or $3.15 range. He got $2.80. Okay, he could have got more. But the point is, you make profit, you plan ahead, and you're happy with it. He was happy with 51% profit. If you're happy with 51% profit, please give my platform a try. It's $3. I want to change the way people trade. I want to change you for the better. I don't care how experienced or inexperienced you are. Next slide, please. I need some water. Okay, so he was currently sitting at 13. Never mind. His P&L for the day is plus 350%. If you like that, if your P&L would look great, if you're plus 350% in one day, yes, join my platform. It's not going to happen to everybody, but I'm going to give you the lessons. I'm going to give you the tools to help you change the way you trade. It's up to you. Somebody asked me today if I would trade her account, and I was like, I don't do that. I've been asked multiple times, but I can help you. Tell me what you have. I am helpful. I will step out on the side and try and help someone. Let's go to the next slide. I don't want to kill you guys or bore each other. All right, I mentioned my options video that I dropped on Sunday. I picked Delta as the example I wanted to use. Now, understand, if I'm shooting a video and it's going to be watched thousands of times, maybe I blow up. Maybe it's watched tens of thousands of times. I better be damn right when I'm giving an example if I'm telling you it's going to return 100 or 400%. All right. So you want to go and you want to watch that video. You want to see which options I have. You want to see how much percent they're up, because if they're only up 50% and I'm telling you it's going to go up 100 or 400%, guess what? There's still 250 or 300% there. You could buy the same contracts. Now, I'm not telling you to go do that. Do your own due diligence, but watch the video, pay it forward, subscribe to my channel. Next thing, please. TSA gives you numbers every day. Use common stuff like that. All right. Pre-market. I identified coin and I had options from yesterday. That we bought around $225, and it went up to $227. And I said my option still hasn't changed in price. I bought too soon. My mistake. Great, but I saw $230 pre-market. I said this one could be good today. Even in a good market, bad market, there's going to be buying volume, especially if crypto stabilizes and turns around. This is best of the best, and people are saying price targets coming out. Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, 278, 275, 310. Yes, people like that. Institutions like that. Institutions are the only ones dumb enough to follow their own analysts. All right? I'm going to repeat that again because it's us versus the institutions. If you agree with me, share this video with someone. It's 20 minutes in. Us versus the institutions. Institutions are dumb as rocks. You know why they do? The analysts come out with stock picks. It's to mess with you. They come out with the stock pick. They already have good positions there. Then they came out with the pick. The stock moves up. They're happy as can be. Now, institutions that are getting and buying millions of shares of this company, Coin, right? They're not going in and out. It's not a quick trade for them where they're going to scalp some profit. They're holding on to this one. So I was happy. I said, I'm getting greedy, but I'm going to hold on to my coin options throughout the day. And I kept moving the price up because I think it's going higher. It would not surprise me if it hit 250 either tomorrow or the next day. And since my option price make it worth $2,500 per contract, I almost sold it today for $1,500, $1,700, $1,800. I want $2,500. I want $3,000 per contract. I want to make 200 over 200%. Next slide, please. So okay, sometimes it's okay to be greedy. So yeah, I typed out to everybody. I sent it out. Hold. I was only up what? $2,000, maybe 45%. Again, I think they were up 100% at one point. I'm looking for 200% gain. Next slide. But I share this information. So you see what this is. Oh yeah, here was the order I placed. $16.70. It would have got executed. I'm looking for 20% more. You're talking about a few $1,000s, all right? This is important. Everything you do is important. When I tell you to plan ahead and get the best entry or exit strategy, it's to save you the extra $5 per contract or $10 per contract. It adds up. You do so many contracts in a year. Say you trade for a year, you're talking about $10, $15, $20,000. Yes, small accounts that have $2,000 in them. You're trading options contracts. Add it up. If you save $5 per contract and do it for the full year, you're probably going to save $15,000. Yes, join my platform. It's $3.49 a week. For a year, it's $182. I mean, people charge that in a week. If I was giving out my information to somebody else, like a white collar institution, I would charge $5,000 a week for the information I provide. I would never do that. I'm not on their side. I'm on your side. It's us versus the institutions. Us versus the institutions. Are you with me? If you are, pay this shit forward, please. All right, next slide, please. I'm only here to help, and I'm not high on my horse. Someone called me a squirrel once or something. Okay, here we go. Transparent. Net, N-E-T, which is Cloudflare. I bought 2 contracts, which is my 25% rule, which means I'd buy up to 10 contracts if I needed to average down. I paid $1.35 each. They expire Friday, which makes them a little more scary, okay? And what happens? They popped up to $1.80 after I gave the alert, and then they went back to $1.20 after. So if you plan in advance and you know Matt paid $1.35, you could pay $1.30, you could pay $1.25. If it happens, great. Guess what happens if it doesn't happen? If it doesn't come back down to that level, guess the worst case scenario? You don't buy the option. You still have money in your account. You're not losing money. You just don't have the position. Best case scenario, it comes down under where Matt paid for it, and now you have a better position than me. And since 90% of my trades are profitable, my option plays, since I started this platform 6 weeks ago, okay, we're over 75%. It's on my sheet. I actually make videos every day for this or take pictures, and my partner won't let me share it. He won't let me share it. He says, yeah, people, whatever. They'll know when they're part of your platform. Yes, over 75% of my option trades are profitable. My alerts. Why? Someone said, is this an alert or you being transparent? This one was an alert. Why? Because all my alerts are going to be 100% if I can help it. I want you to make money. I don't want bag holders. And somebody will say, what about NNOX? If you remember when I did that video, when I first mentioned it, I said it's extremely risky. It expires next Friday. It's a very volatile stock. But if I'm correct about it and the demand I see continues, it's going to spike to 27. Unfortunately, the demand went away and they jumped on the other side and now they're shorting it. And there are huge walls up there and it sucks. And I averaged out using June 4th calls and I explained that. But let's go to the next slide, please. I don't want to get sidetracked, which I always do. Imagine that. Can't wait to see what it says up top. Oh, lesson. I can't help myself. So yeah, I wasn't feeling well today. But here's what happens. If you look at Tiger, right? So Tiger spiked and it spiked all the way up past $20, almost to $21. Maybe it went to $21, but it was pretty damn close. And then it fell off the faith. Why? Because everybody's scared the market's going to throw up on itself. People say, oh, I don't know how much it's worth. I don't know. But if people are buying it up to $21, these are people that are holding. These are institutions. This is big money buying it. So when it dips, what do I do when I know big money has an interest or support behind stocks like Tiger or even Futu? Okay, Futu was about $102 the other day. I think it's about 120 something now, or 130. Who knows how high it went? Okay, but Tiger. So it was 1946. I bought it at 1936. Yeah, there it is. 1936. I bought some new options. I don't know where it is, but I saw it was close to $20 at the end of the day. Maybe it went down 20 cents. Point is, I know it's strong. So unless the market throws up on itself, guess what's going to be strong going forward? You know it, Tiger. Tiger was beat up for a while. It was very strong for us, and we scalped it a bunch of times with options, and then we just lost interest, and it went down, and people got stuck holding the bags, and I'm sorry for you, and I'm glad you got the pop today. All right, next slide, please. Again, it's a great stock to trade. All right, Jumia. What do you think about Jumia? No, I'm not giving it out as a stock. It was my tracker today. It was a lesson I shared. Jumia was basically flat, and I told you guys, or the people that follow me at least, I said if Jumia ends the day positive, it's a good thing for stocks. It's a good thing for demand. You'll watch. If it ends the day negative, you'll see the markets will throw up on themselves just a little bit. And if Jumia goes down and tanks, the markets just fell off a cliff. So what happened? It was negative. It was positive. It went positive again. I said markets are going to finish positive. And then what happened? Sell off at the end of the day. It probably finished minus 1%. I didn't check. I will check when I do the wrap up on stocks with questions. Next slide, please. So I want to drink this water. It looks so good. Oh, and we're done with slides. This is great. All right, I'm going to look at my watch list real quick. I'm going to see what stocks I want to talk about, you guys. I love when you guys send me questions why I'm doing the live stream and you ask me questions about stocks. Please, you can ask questions on the side. Now, if you got to the video late, we've been going about 30 minutes. If you got here late and you have questions and you're afraid your questions are going to miss out, we tried a new feature today. Next to the question, there might be a $sign. I don't know if it works. I don't know how it works, but you want your question to get noticed. Pay it forward. Again, everything we do is $3.49. I don't care. Put $3.49. I'm not asking you for a tip or anything like that. We're a small platform. We're growing. Now, the great thing for members and for family, right? We're all family. Wow, as my pages are going everywhere, is we don't pay for anything, and the platform's growing, and the churn rate, which is the number of people leaving, is ridiculously low. It's like 2 or 3%, and the rate people are joining is like 20%. So yes, we're blowing up. And why is this great? Because let's talk about NNOX real quick, right? I mentioned a short got on that position. How do you beat a short? Well, you do it with $4 million. How do you find $4 million? You get 150,000 followers, people that know what they're doing, that want to disrupt the way people trade, almost like Reddit, but I'm not doing a cult here. I mean, Reddit got started today. AMC, yes, it's going to 20. GameStop surprised me. I'm not going to lie about that one. AMC, I believe in. GameStop, not so much. They moved Express. They moved Cross, maybe that retail KRSS or KOSS, whatever. They get involved. That's great. I think those stocks went up 17%. Oh, so yeah, let's get to my watch list real quick, and then we're going to get to your questions. So again, if you showed up late, we have a button on the side now. It should have like a $1 bill or something like that. We're not asking for tips. I hate doing this. It sounds so petty, but we charge $3.49. If you had a good day and you want to share something, go ahead and share it. We're going to use it just for company. It's not like I'm pocketing it. We haven't taken a dime from the company yet. We built a platform. We're improving the platform. Everything we do is better to make it for you guys. Now, why are we doing this? And why do I only charge $3.49? I'm sorry to be repetitive. I'm doing it because I actually have belief that I'll have 1 million people at some point listening to me. And the shit will be much better than what I have in the background right now. But 1 million people, because I care and because I want to show you how to trade better and because I want to disrupt the market. So yes, I want everybody to think of it as Netflix and just be like, this dude, he answers questions. He's transparent. He gets back to me. I want to answer everybody's question. That's why it's so important. So I know we have a lot of questions outside. So yes, if you want to get your questions heard or something like that, get Carlos's attention. We're going to look at stocks real quick. Let you know if I missed any talking about any stocks real quick. Oh, by the way, Webull changed their things. So now my thing's all screwed up. I think it killed my stocks when they did it. Okay, UVXI, after hours, it's down to 407. That's great. Cloudflare after hours, NET, up. Root. So I mentioned Root today, ROOT. I mentioned Andrew left from Citron. He was talking about it on some live network that he thought it was a good value. Now, when someone from Citron or something like that gets now, Andrew left doesn't short stocks anymore. So he only looks for value. So he mentioned it. I bought 4,000 shares at $8.50. It's $8.38. So it's under where I bought it. I'm not telling you to buy Root. I was looking for a pop. I was looking for it to jump to 950 today. It didn't do that. So I'm not touting a stock and I'm not leaving bag holders. I'm not telling you guys to buy that shit so that I can get out. I'm holding it, seeing if it pops $1 or $2. And this is why I'm sharing. Coinbase, up close to 8% today. Didn't move enough for me. I don't care about after hours. Just so you guys know, after hours, less than 1% of the action. So if you're here looking at your phone after hours going, oh, come on, move higher, move higher, move higher. Manipulators move stocks after hours. When I used to work for these institutions, I could shoot a stock down. I would let you guys have your fun until 7:59 p.m. And then what would I do? I would sell 10,000 shares. The stock would plummet. And then people that turn on at 4 in the morning to trade my stock or to trade your stock, actually, all they see is right before the market closed, it's sold. So what do you think they want to do? They want to sell. And then I wake up in the morning at 6 a.m. and now it's even down here. What do? I drop another 10,000 shares pre-market, and now your stock looks like it's down 20%. And now news outlets are calling your company's stock to say, dude, what happened? Is there a news report? You're down 20%. No, you know what happened? Matt manipulated it with 10,000 shares at 8 p.m., and then 10,000 shares at 6 a.m. after the guys who trade at 4 a.m. woke up and got scared. Why? Because this is what happens in the market. So we're going to stop right here. There's manipulation. Now, people say, oh, I hear everybody talking about manipulation. It's bullshit. They're just bad traders. They're losers. They're suckers. There's no manipulation. The market is the market. It's fair price. No, there is manipulation. There's fake news. If you ever had a lawsuit against your company that have your stock, it's BS. It's people that short, get together with these outlets, then they pay for PR to PR Newswire. If you see a story from PR Newswire, I can make a PR Newswire story. I just pay a certain amount. Same with, it's just crazy how social media has changed, which is why everything I do is organic. So let me not get unfocused here. Just understand that that's what they do. They're here to manipulate. Analysts, when they give you stock price targets and stuff like that, oh, we're raising this Peloton from 100 to 120. Guess what? They already own 1 million shares of Peloton, hoping you, the retail investor, goes and pushes it to 120. Then what do? They sell their stock at 115 and it rises down to 105. And you're there telling your friend or your sister or your mother or your librarian, whoever it is, that you're holding these bags at 115. I can't believe how many people on message boards like to share how bad off they are. I'm holding 8,000 shares at this. And like they call the stock, the UVXY, they call it a stock. So the one dude says, I'm holding 5,000 shares of this stock at $6. What should I do? First off, UVXY is not a stock. It's an ETF, an exchange traded fund. It's a group of things that measure the volatility. So he calls it a stock. It's not. He has shares, yes, but he's holding it at $6. So he's looking for World War III. If there's World War III or an oil crisis or something like that, or a war, it's going to spike. And he's going to be like, yes. And people say, I can't believe the stock is going down slow. It's not a stock. Exchange traded fund. It'll go below 4. It'll go below 350. It'll reset at 10 to 1, $35. The point is, know what you're talking about. These people trade. I'm putting $20,000 into this stock. God, if they would only pay $3.49 so I could counsel them and tell them it's not a stock and it only goes down. Okay? Look at the 5-year max on the UVXY. It's lost like 1,000,000%. No shit, I swear. All right, so let's go to more stocks. Carnival, up 2.5% today. It wanted to run 5%. What does that mean? It means Carnival stock's going to $30 soon. Now, what do I think about Carnival in the long run? Long-term stock, you want to use options. Use leap year options, in or out the money, $30, something like that. Go out to January. Why? Carnival stock will be $70, $80 by January. Yes, you'll buy the $30 one. Maybe you pay $8. Great. What's going to happen? You're going to make like 600%. Okay. If you agree with me, pay it forward. Sure. Giving you free stuff here. What do we got? Plug Power. Plug this morning started out negative, off 2%. You guys were taking a poop on yourself, and it ended up 2.25%. It was as high as 3%. That's a good thing for Plug. That shows you demand for Plug. It shows you more demand for Plug than Jumia, which was my tracker today. So I'd rather be in Plug than Jumia, which is what I've told you guys all along. What else do we have? eBay up 0.5% today. eBay is a nice steady gainer. You want something with confidence? eBay is great. It's a good NFT play. They're going to be selling NFTs. So then I have the SDAO and the SQQQ down very minorly after hours. I don't really care. Square up 2.5%. Again, Square is a fintech play. I love it. If you haven't seen PayPal, PayPal's $250. They both used to run together. So Square and PayPal used to be $204. Then they both went up together. Then they both sunk together. And I think PayPal is like somebody's purchasing my thing now. Great. I love to see you on my platform. All right. So Roblox, it held its own today. Remember, my out on Roblox is $92. I thought it was going to hit today. I bought it at $65. 2 weeks ago, I'm going to make $27. I have 3,000 shares. That's a lot of freaking money, okay? That's like $90,000. Yes, so even though I think Roblox is probably going to go higher, it'll probably get to 100. As soon as it breaks $92, I'm going to sell. Remember, I did that with Party City. I said as soon as it hits $10, I'm going to sell Party City, even though it's going to go higher. I know it is. So it went to 10. It went to $10.20 that day. And then where did it finish? $9.50. Where is it now? Closer to $8 than it is $9. So yes, I just saved 18%. So although I think a stock can go higher, if you have an exit strategy, don't change it a lot. If you have this gut telling you to sell at a certain point, sell, take your profit. So for me, Roblox. Okay, Delta Airlines, I spoke about it, up 1% today. Delta was as high as 3% today. What is that telling you? It's telling you unless the Dow throws up tomorrow or the next day, if the Dow's strong, Delta's going to gain at least 2%. How can you say that so confidently? It shows you where a stock, if your stock spikes here, or you watch a stock spike, right, and it spikes, let's say Delta 3% today, and then the market sells off, and the Dow ends up down 100 points or 80 points or whatever it's down, okay, and Delta only goes up 1% on the day. It's telling you that Delta is still owed 2%. And when Delta goes up 2%, it's probably going to go up more. So again, a long-term play, same as Carnival, same as Norwegian Cruise Lines, Royal Cruise Lines, United Airlines, right? They're going to start international flights again. Any of these stocks I like, okay? Uptech Fin, Tiger, up 15%, $19.70, up 1% after hours. So it's like probably $20 now. Point is, I got in at 1936 at $20. That's what, like 4% I just made right there. I love this. EH, $22.50. Again, it spiked. If you watch my clip, my express clip about yesterday's wrap-up show, I did an express clip. And what did we single out? EH example. So please pay it forward. Watch my clip. Subscribe. EH, it's 3 minutes long or 2 minutes long. I speak for 3 minutes. It's a quick wrap-up from yesterday's show. But I spoke about EH and what you're looking for. And boom, there it spikes. I told this guy what I would do, and he probably made a ton of money. So I give out information for free. What else we got? Twitter held its own, $57. Where's Twitter going next? Okay, real quick. Say you're not in the stock, and I'm not in Twitter. It's at $57. It was as low as $52. It was as high as $72. There's more chance Twitter is going back up another $5 before it goes $5 lower. So it's probably going to $62 before. When I talk about Twitter a lot, since it went 54, I said, you know what, this looks good. Then it went 55, 56. Now it's 57. It held its own today. So Twitter, $57. You're looking for a new stock? Great. Make a stock your family. If you don't know that lesson, join my platform. I talk about making a stock your family, knowing its ups and downs, knowing its birthmark, its hair, its eye color, knowing everything about it. D-Dog held its own today, only off 0.2. Roku, 0.44 off. GE, only 0.46 off. So only, I say, because some stocks might have lost 5, 6, 7% today. Churchill, here we go. CCIV, end of the day, $20.28. Now, after I gave the alert, it obviously went back down to $19.80. So I'm like, God, this will be a terrible lesson here. If Tyler's stock goes down under $20, I'm going to look like a fool. I'm going to tell everybody what a great entry he got, and now it's back down there. But I'm glad to see it's at $20.28. Now, what did I tell you? I tweeted out twice today about CCIV. There was a wall at $20.15, and I said if that wall goes down quickly, and by the time I tweeted out 1 minute later, the wall went down, and then I pointed another wall at $20.20, and I said if that wall goes down, and that was a big wall, like a $2 million wall, that went down. So it doesn't surprise me. And after that, the stock went under 20. But it doesn't surprise me that it finished up there because someone was buying shares up until $20.20. So that, for me, is its new platform. Somebody really likes CCIV and will pay up to $20.20. So that tells me it's going to go up from there. They're going to keep building the base higher and higher. So I don't have any interest in CCIV myself, but it went up 4.5%, and it looks good going forward. If you're looking for something that looks good. All right, ACY, we've all been in this for a while, up 6% today. EBON went up 3% today. EBON I tried to buy some cheap EBON options this morning. My bid never got met. So like you guys, it didn't get met, but I put in such a cheap offer that I thought I might get lucky, but I didn't get lucky. Ford lost 2%. Why? Because Ford gained about 9% the past couple of days. Dow stock struggled 80 points to 100 points today. Yeah, so they're going to get back. You're going to take your money. GameStop up 16%. Good for those guys. Facebook up 1%. So I mentioned Facebook. It went down to 300 again. I said Facebook will be $390 sooner than later, probably by September, and that's what will happen. TYME, I mentioned it, and then it went down last week from $1.40 to $1.33. It went up 2% today. It's up a couple percent after hours. That's great. Again, PayPal's $258. Square and PayPal ran together. Square's at like $210. PayPal's at $258. Do the math. I talked about two companies that run together, First Solar and Canadian Solar, right? So they both go up the same amount. It hasn't happened. PayPal's been like this, and Square's lagging, which means if I had to pick a stock between Square and PayPal, a lot of people would pick PayPal because they say momentum. Not me. I'm looking for value. I say Square has to catch up 40 points. Square should be at like 240 unless I know PayPal's bigger. I know someone's going to say, hey, he doesn't know. PayPal has an audience of 300 million or whatever they have, and Square has like 30 million. Yeah, I get it. Squares run much more efficiently than PayPal. I can tell you that. Okay, Netflix, it's over $500. Remember my Netflix as a tracker at $500. It's good. Anything over $500 means tech is positive. Anything under, when tech was getting beat up, Netflix went to 486 and hovered around there. We spoke about NVIDIA doing a split. I like the company NVIDIA. I don't like, it doesn't mean anything that they're doing a split to make the stock more attractive to people, cheaper stock. Who cares? Peloton at 100. I can't believe that. That's crazy. I'm almost at the end of my list. Walt Disney looks like it's finally rebounding. Made 1% today. Now, Disney was beat up. So Disney's $176. Why am I talking about Disney? Because it'll probably be at $200 by September. Yes, it'll probably gain 25 points, which isn't a lot. But if you're looking for a safer play, and this is for my older demographics, and I'm not insulting anybody, but say you're 60 years old, retirement, trying to get excited about stocks, but don't want to get risky. Or you're younger. You just don't want to get risky. You see my plays. Some of them are risky. Some of them are whatever. But you want to do it safely. Look at Disney. You want to buy stock? Great. You're going to make 12.5% in the next 3 months. It's a very safe play. Parks are reopening. I'm just trying to give free advice. Show this to your dad. Pay it forward. Show it to your grandmother. Tell them they should be in Disney. It's a nice, safe investment right now. Why? Because all the weak hands are out. Now, the good news for everybody. Okay, Dow finished minus 81, and the NASDAQ finished minus 4 points. So I guess I was wrong. I said the NASDAQ would be green. Now, the good news for you guys is I said today would be a green day. And guess what? It wasn't. It was a red day, and we still made money. But that's not why I'm excited. If today was red, and that's the worst they can do to us, right? Because they tried to sell off multiple times. They got rid of the Dow, 80 points. Carnival, Delta still went up, right? NASDAQ finished 3 points or 4 points down. That's the best they have. The bears, the shorts, the people that hate the market, which is the greater percentage. Me, who thinks the market is strong, right? I'm in the minority. Probably less than 35% of people out there, if polled, think the market's bullish. Everybody else is looking for a retraction, looking for a sell-off, a 10%, a 15% correction. It will come, but you know when it's going to come? And if you're just watching the video now, you're so lucky on your timing. You know when the correction is going to come? Here's the tip, the inflation rate. So it's at 1.60 or 1.59 or 1.62, whatever it's at. I don't know where it's at or end of the day, and I should probably look because that is important, and that's how, oh, look, someone's showing me a photo. So let's find, there's my YouTube video. Here's the inflation, the 10-year note. Oh, it finished off 4 cents. Okay. I'm surprised tech wasn't stronger. Inflation, 1.55. It was as high as 1.75 when the bear run started. So I'm telling you, I think tech is strong. Okay. Let's get to some questions. Okay. I'm done with my list. I'm going to drink some water here. Okay. A great question. Mr. Russ, which is awesome. I am holding 1,000 shares of NNOX at $23.89. Now, Russ only likes stock. He's not very familiar with options. I'm going to talk to Russ. I'm going to help him understand options. Now, I'm not going to get Russ in trouble. I'm not going to explain options like, dude, so you're going to be really quick, and if you don't do it quick, you're going to lose your money, blah, blah. That's not what I'm about. I'm all about risk management, okay? You hear me talking about options, you say, this guy's crazy, he's not for me, blah, 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 blah. That's not true. I would rather you buy out options, buy leap year options like I'm talking about Carnival or Delta. Give yourself more time. All right, so you're holding 1,000 shares, $23.89. You're down 1,800. What would I suggest? Okay, so I would not suggest averaging down because I mentioned there's a bear on the other side. Now, the good news is you're only down less than 10%. A lot of us that have stock, I have it on my spreadsheet. I'm down more than 10%. I averaged down. It went down a little more. I played with some options. They went down a little bit. Okay, so I want to get you into options. I want you to sell your 1,000 shares. So you're selling this. You now have $24,000 on the side, okay? Not 24. You'll have $22,000. Let's say the stock's at $22. $22,000 on the side. You're down $1,800, okay? That's not going to change. We'll just say you're down $2,000. So you want to make $2,000 back. So there's episode 14, which I do, which talks about selling stock at a loss, converting it to options using a lot less money. So you're going to have $22,000 on the side. I'm not going to tell you to do that. I'm going to help you right now, and I'm going to look at this option. And I'm sorry for everybody else, but this is actually a learning experience because if you're beat up in a specific stock, what you could do is sell the stock. Take the loss. Take the 40% loss, the 60% loss, the 10% loss. I don't care. Play an option that's out there. So I'm going to tell Russ, okay, Russ, we're going to go out there. We're going to go to real safe for you. We're going to go out to December, okay? It's almost a leap year. It's the end of the year. So two things are going to happen by December. NNOX is going to go down to $16 because it's a fabrication company and it's bullshit and it sucks. Not possible, okay? In my opinion. What's going to happen is the market's going to stabilize. Israel's Palestine is going to stabilize. They're going to get out their 1,000 equipment, machine. They charge like $4 million per machine, okay? It's very expensive. They have different partnerships here. So what's really going to happen is the stock's probably going to go up to maybe $80 or $90, in my opinion. But we don't need that for a rush, because what are we doing? We're going out till, what did I say? December of this year. So he's going to go and he's going to buy the $20 calls, which are currently $5.20. If you pay the ask, he's not going to pay the ask. So he's going to buy 4 contracts at $5, right? Maybe he'll pay a little less. I'm going to talk to him. I'm probably going to try and get him at $4.70 or something like that. But for realistic numbers, he'll buy 5 contracts. They're, we'll say $5 each. So that's $2,500 that he's putting in. He has $22,000 on the side now. He's putting in a tenth of his money, $2,500. Okay. His call is at $20. So when the stock goes up to, let's say, $35, I think it's going to $80. I think it's going to $75 by December, $60, $65. But let's just say it goes to $35. No, let's just say it goes to, let's say $35. That makes each contract worth $1,500. Okay. He's got 5 contracts. Now it's worth $7,500. Okay. He put in $2,500. Now they're now worth $7,500. 25 to 7. He made $5,000. He's down $2,000. He made $5,000. So he made $3,000. And instead of investing $20,000 like he has right now, 22 in it, he's only putting $2,500 in. So this is the lesson we were probably going to talk about when we spoke, Russ. But now you got a free one here. I know you don't understand options, but you can apply for options. I'm not telling anybody to cheat the system. But what your options questions say? Are you an experienced trader? Yes. How long have you traded for? 20 years. Great. Do you know what you're doing? Yes. Do you have a lot of liquid money? Yes. Congratulations, sir or ma'am. You are now an options trader. So that's all it takes. Now, I'm not telling you guys to trade out to Friday options and to put $10,000 there. I'm telling you, do it smartly. Watch episode 14. You're down. You have a specific goal here. He's down $2,000, let's say. So his goal is to make more than $2,000 and to do it safely. Sell the stock. Free up $22,000. Invest $2,500 into almost leap year options in December. Basically, $20 strike price. So it's in the money. How great is that? They're already worth $2 because the stock's $20 to $2. But what's going to happen when the stock goes to, let's say, $30, right? It just goes up to $30. That's going to happen easily by December, right? I think it's going to $65. So $30. Now it's worth $1,000 per contract. He has $2,500. He turns it into $5,000. He just made his money back. And the stock NNOX, which I thought it could go by a week or two up to 30, now I'm giving it till December to make his money back and profit. So please, everybody, tell me you understand that. Sorry I spent so much time. I just wanted to be so clear because it's such an easy way to get out of your piece of shit position that you're in. You stepped in dog shit. I teach a lesson. You stepped in it. Step out. You don't have to suffer every day when your stock goes down 3%. You see the market's going up 4%. And you're like, why is my stock down 5%? You call your wife over, Jane, why is my stock down 4%? Charlie, why is my stock down 4%? Who the hell cares? Get out of this shit. Get into some good stuff. Give yourself more time. Do it smartly. Next question. Let's move it along, everybody. All right. You sold options on coin at $13. So you look for the dip to re-enter tomorrow. No, because the option you had is the one I had, which expires on Friday at end of business. And let's say there's a dip tomorrow and it doesn't stop dipping. I shouldn't talk on this. Knock on wood, because if it dips tomorrow and it dips harder, I'm going to give away all my profit. And I don't want to do that. I want to make 200%. So I always preach about risk and reward. So right now, no, it would be risky to enter into a position. I'm wondering who's going to pay me $2,000 per contract. How much money do they think they can make? That was the only reason I held on to it today. Because I'm like, if someone's going to pay me $1,800 per contract, then they'd probably pay me $2,000. And then I said to myself, if they're going to pay me $2,000 per contract, they'll probably pay me $2,200 per contract. So yeah, I think you probably could have got 80% better by tomorrow or the next day. Don't look for a dip. If you look for a dip to re-enter coin, let's say coin dips and you think it's a good stock, re-enter with different options. Go out to June 4th, go out to June 18th, buy one contract, average down. When your contract's down 40 to 50%, it doesn't matter what option you're in, 40 to 50%, you average down. So if you bet $1,000 or bought $1,000 worth of contracts, now you spend another $1,000 to average down. If you have one contract that goes down 40%, you buy 2. If you had 4, then you buy 8. Okay. Next question. Thank you. Good question though. Very good question. Okay. What do I think about Norwegian Cruise Lines? I love it. I love Norwegian. I love Royal. I love Carnival. It's right over there. Carnival. I don't know if you can see it. One day I'll take a good picture, show you guys. But the Port of Miami's down there. I'm probably telling you guys where I live. But anyway, I love cruise ships. Now, the whole thing is people say, oh, I'm not going to fly again. Yes, people fly again. Oh, I'm not going to cruise again. Yes, you are. It's like a city. In fact, my buddy who doesn't go out all that much, you know what? One thing he's going to do next year or in this year, he's going to go on a cruise for like 2 weeks. Okay. So yes, people are getting back to cruising as long as their guidelines are strict and they're vaccinated and they check people and this and that. Yes, if they have a plan, it's all good. I like cruise ships. I like airlines. There are specific ones. So if you're going to get involved with Norwegian or Carnival or Royal, pick the best one. Look at how much cash they have on their books. Look at when they're scheduled to sail, how many, what their capacities are. Just simple things like that. Simple things that anybody can do. Next question, please. Good questions, though. Hey, Matt, can I make a video of how to set up Webull indicators because my chart always looks different than your chart? Looks more consolidated, and I'd like to see the same thing. Okay, so I just use the chart on the end, which is that line chart. It gives me candlesticks at the bottom, which just shows me volume spike. I try and keep it as simple as possible. I see people, and this makes me crazy. And if you guys do that, I don't know how you do it, but some people, they draw so many lines. Oh, here's the 50-day average. Here's the SMA. Here's the bull bear of this, that, blue. It has a bullish cone curve, and we're gonna break out at the. When they say that, you know what I say to myself? I mean, maybe you guys say the same thing, but I'm like, what was that movie? I'm like, you lost me at hello. What the hell are you talking about? Bullish bear, cone shape, double inverse curve. I mean, if all these things confuse you, understand, I trade for the blue collar. I simplify. I make things so simple for you guys to see. So yes, make it. Simplify what option you're using. I like yellow instead of red because red is depressing. I like green and yellow. All right. If you're Catholic, you like Christmas trees. Maybe you like red. I don't know. I like yellow. So that's it. I simplify it. I look at the chart. And when it spikes, I see volume. It goes like this. So there was a spike down on NNOX today. And what happened? You'll see that the average volume for that 5-minute period is maybe 7 to 17,000 shares. And what happened is somebody sold 100,000 shares. So when there's a volume spike, it's 8 times or something the normal average for that 5-minute period. So how does Matt see volume? You look at the volume and you see, wow, there was a huge volume. And now Robinhood lets you go and put your little cursor under that and see how many shares were traded. So that's great for Robinhood. I don't like Robinhood and I don't use Robinhood, but I know some people see that. So if it was like 12,000 shares are traded every 5 minutes, and then you go to a 5-minute stretch and the stock spikes and you see 150,000 shares were traded, it meant somebody bought a big position, and they usually follow that up. When people buy big positions and push the stock up, they usually have a game plan, a strategy. They don't just push it up so people can sell it off and it goes down. You have a strategy. When it goes back down, you're going to push it up again. When it goes back down, they want to buy 2-3 million shares. So they just let that keep going. They're buying. Look at that dance. All right, next question, please. All right, what happens to UVX options when there's a reverse split? Okay, so it's splitting on the 26th. It's today the 26th. I thought it was Wednesday the 26th and then Thursday the 27th. So I don't think it happens tonight. But they're doing a 10-for-1 reverse split. So I spoke about that. Each share, say you own 5,000 shares, 10-to-1 reverse split means you're losing your percentage. Instead of 5,000 shares, you will own 500 shares. Instead of the ETF being $4, it will be $40. Instead of your put or call strike price being $5, it'll be $50. You multiply or divide by 10. The same with the SDOW. It did a reverse today, 4-for-1. You just multiply it by 4. You don't have 4 more contracts. The strike price changed from $8 to $32, from $9 to $36. You multiply by 4. Good question, though. 10-for-1 reverse split. I think they're announcing it tomorrow, and it's happening overnight for the 27th. But yeah, it doesn't change anything. It might take your platform a day. Don't get worried if you're like your put options are at $4 and you see the ETFs at $40. Okay, your platforms aren't there to screw you. If it's supposed to be $40 and they just didn't multiply your strike price out, they will fix it. Okay, you're having so much FOMO watching us all kill it. You're finally getting rid of your shit stocks. Yes, you are, and that you got in before trading 349. Yeah, so a lot of you brought baggage to me. A lot of you say, you know why my platform didn't start out right away? Because people are on the sidelines saying, I'm going to buy your platform for $3.49 once I get out of this shit position that so many got me in. That was $4 and now it's $2 or $5. And then you know what I said to them? Sell 2 shares. That's $4 worth. Join my platform and I will get you out of shit. Okay? No lie. This is what I do. I'm transparent. I don't claim to be a guru. I don't claim to be the all-knowing one. I'm certainly not the smartest person in the world. I have FOMO myself. I'm doing my next video for everybody, right? Platform or anybody on YouTube. next video. This is why you have to subscribe. Ready? I blew up my account. It's just going to be, I blew up my account. And I'm going to tell you guys how the heck you're blowing up your accounts. I blew up my account by boom. I blew up my account by doing this. I blew up my account. And then I'm going to say, and here's how to stop doing that. You blew up your account by doing this. Here's what you're going to do. Boom. I blew up my account this way because everybody does it. Your account goes from, I don't care if it's 2,000 and it goes to 200 or 12,000 to 1,000 or 50,000 and you were up 50,000 from last year. So you're at 100, right? And what is it now? 32,000. If you were at 100,000 and you're at 32,000 now, I mean, I get it. Last year, you couldn't miss. You could throw a dart at the dartboard and you wouldn't miss. Why? Everything was going up. We had a pandemic. The market sold off in March 2020, and everything you touched was like great. Tesla just went up 5% every day, and people were telling me, I wasn't trading at the time. People were saying, dude, you got to get back into trading. Tesla's making millionaires, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I would short Tesla. It's so overvalued. And then it went up to like 800. I mean, it just through the roof. All right. I'm bullish for the next 90 days. AASTLD, buy shares or options. Okay, so American Airlines. I wouldn't suggest American Airlines. Why? Because American Airlines is a millennial or retail stock. I look for airlines. So if I want to get into airlines, and I'll look up AA for you because that's what you asked about. I'm not going to change your mind, Harry. But what I'm saying is I would rather be in Delta. I'd rather be in Alaskan Airlines, especially with cruise ships opening up to go to Alaska. Who goes there? Alaskan Airlines, right? And Love, which is Southwest Air. Why? Because they run extremely efficiency. UAL has a lot of overseas, which is why people were staying away from UAL. But UAL will probably go up to $85. So American's probably going to be good too. I don't want to tell you JetBlue or anything else. So American, let's look at American. I'll tell you if I'd buy stock or options. Let me look at the 3-month real quick. Okay, people are selling American. I'd rather you go, oh, that's Alcoa. Thank God I was looking at the wrong stock. Whoa. Because that Alcoa doesn't look great. American, here we go. There was some selling today. They pushed it up to $23. Yeah, I'd rather you be in a different airline. I like airline stocks. I'd rather you be in a different airline. I'd rather you be in Delta or Love or Alaskan Airlines. And you're okay with doing options. So real quick, since you asked, Harry, and since you're in line here, how do you do your options? Let's say you're going to buy stock because you're a stock dude. You had $10,000. Instead of buying $10,000 worth of stock, you buy $1,000 worth of options. You let your option dip. So if you're going to buy a $400 contract, that's out till September or something like that for American Airlines, right? Or Delta, or you go to Delta, use my example from the options video. You let it dip. Instead of paying $400, you pay $360. Then it rebounds. You're just looking for the best entry price tomorrow or the best entry looking price on Friday. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, you can wait a day. You're not so eager to get in these. You don't think airlines are going to explode on Thursday or Friday. They might, but you'll take the chance to secure the best entry. So, yeah, I agree with you. I'm being bullish. Let me see the next question. STLD. Okay, Steel Dynamics. Let's look at that one. I'm on a 3-month. Let's look at the 1 month. Okay, so the 1 month chart, I'm looking at it. It's been going around with the market. There's definitely a short there after hours because somebody put up 2 walls after hours because they don't want it to go up a penny. So I don't like that. It's off 3% today. Sometimes it rebounds after hours. I wouldn't look at this one right now. But if you like this company, STLD, I would look to get in at $56. So I would look to get in 10% cheaper. If you want to put it on your watch list, always have a strategy and entry point. STLD, I would get in at $55 or $56. It's $60 now. So again, I don't like your second stock. Your first stock, I'd rather you look at Delta, American Airlines, or Love. Okay, next question, please. Dude, it's like we do Airbnb every day. I love it. I don't think my opinion on Airbnb changed. Airbnb or stocks like Airbnb, they're given a valuation when they go public. Now, who knows if they're let's see what their company's worth. Who knows if they are a market cap, $80 billion company? Do they even make money? That's my question. Does Airbnb make money? Oh, it'll probably tell me, right? No, they don't make money. They don't make money, and they're worth $80 billion. No, I don't like it. What do I think of Airbnb? It got wrecked later in the day, holding 140 calls for 640. Oh, God. I'm so scared to look. Oh, okay, 133. I thought you said it got wrecked. I was expecting it a lot worse. It was actually 140 like a week ago, so I get how you got in there. I'm going to look at the 1 month chart. It can rebound. I'm assuming Airbnb moves with the Dow. So if you think the Dow will get stronger tomorrow, and you'll just have to watch, okay? You'll know if Airbnb is going to do better, but you're looking to sell on a spike. So there will be one day where Airbnb, for no reason, goes up 4 or 5%. That's the day you plan ahead. So I don't know what you paid for these. Let's just throw a number out. You paid $500 and you're down 30%, let's just say, okay? What you want to do is tomorrow you'll put in an order to sell your contract at $600, so you make 20% profit. If it goes there tomorrow and it spikes for some reason, you're out of the contract and you made 20%. You're not a watcher, you're a planner. So this lesson is about planning ahead. So please, every day, try and sell your same contract for 20% profit. If it doesn't happen Wednesday, it might happen Thursday. If it doesn't happen Thursday, it might Friday, Saturday. So, I mean, you know what I mean. Weekends, we don't trade. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you have 6-4. So you have an extra week. Hopefully you get max value, which means hopefully some profit. But yeah, I mean, the stock needs some volume. It doesn't have volume. It doesn't have earnings. What makes it worth $80 billion? I have a company that I trade and it's worth $10 billion. And I'm going, I thought it would double, but can it really be worth $20 billion? So yeah, think about it. Think about the valuations. Look at the valuations of your stock. Next question, please. We're doing good today. Did the NASDAQ ended red today? What do I think about tomorrow? So I mentioned that I actually thought one of these next 2 days, the NASDAQ would be red. I actually thought it would be tomorrow. I told you that I thought if you missed it from the beginning, I said the NASDAQ tried to sell off 3 different times during the day. And when I say sell off, they could have made the NASDAQ tank all the way down to 13,300. I mean, that was a support level, 13.3. I don't know where we're at now, like 13. Let's see if we're at, maybe it'd be so funny if I said something once that I was just completely wrong. Okay, we're at 13,650. So technically, the NASDAQ could sell off 300%. I mean, 300 points one of these days. So there's some room to triple or quadruple bottom. So yeah, when the NASDAQ doesn't sell off and it just goes flat, that tells me people are buying at this level. It was minus 20 at one point, right? It finished flat. So for minus 20, they saw some value. So you have to be very stock. You have to pick the right stocks. Not every NASDAQ stock's going to be great. If you saw Apple today, it was selling off for some reason, and there were some huge sales. So I wouldn't touch Apple today. I wonder where Apple finished. Do I have Apple here? No, I have Alibaba. Apple anywhere. Let's see. All right, let's get to the next question while I look for Apple. I thought I had Apple. Am I like the blindest person? I could be the blindest person. I'm just going to look it up. How about that? AAPL. Again, it looked terrible, and I saw 2 huge positions sell off today. And let's see what it did today. It actually, since those sell-offs, it did worse. And then it rebounded a little at the end of the day. So, I mean, not terrible. It sold off 0.16%, and it's up 0.03% after hours. So Apple's good. How are we going to play the split? You're not going to do anything different than you're doing. If you got your puts in already, remember, anytime we're playing UVXY, it's very important, okay? This specific ETF moves very, very quickly. All right, it's very painful to be on the wrong side. The only side we ever get on with UVXY is we buy puts, and we only do so after it spikes and a ridiculous amount. We're not talking about like it spiked 8 cents and we're going to buy puts. We just got lucky today with that because I thought it was overrated, and that's why I made the announcement alert. It was at 420. It's going down. It's going under 4. That's what I know. It's going under 4. So if it spikes to 470, I'm buying puts. But what are you doing? Nothing, because it's at $4.10, $4.06. It's going under 4. It's going to 380. There's not a lot of money to be made unless you buy it at the peak. If you're buying it at the peak, it's like a discount up here. You're paying so little because it's spiking and people think it's going higher. But now anybody watching this video and any of my videos, I talk every day. We don't edit this shit. So it's all live. Please watch my videos. Learn. Yesterday I talked about EH. What happened today with EH? Spiked. I mean, I talk about demand and volume that I see, and that shit happens. Understand that's why I'm here. Again, institutions will be paying me a lot of money for this. Instead, I'm doing it for the masses. I'm here for one reason, to educate you guys, to make you better trader. I don't care. 1 month, 1 week, 3 months, 4 years, 14 years. One guy worked for a couple different banks, and he's used my alerts with his strategy, and he's been crushing it. $23,000 in the last week he made. And I'm talking about an account that only had $24,000 in it. So yeah, in the last week, he doubled his account. You know how much he made when he was on Wall Street? Probably like $86,000, $90,000. All right, next question. So, Givo and Bingo. Well, Bingo, we know, I think, is a piece of crap already. And it doesn't mean that it can't move. It just means that it was hyped up for a long time. And there are so many freaking bag holders with Bingo. And every time it moves, they sell. The 5-day looks terrible. The 1 month doesn't look terrible. It looks like most of the bag holders are probably not out. Let me look at the bag holders. No, they are out. That looks good. Okay, you can take a chance on Bingo. I would not buy options because it might sit around forever. But if you ask me 8 months from now, where will Bingo be? I could say it'll probably be $7.50. Now, if that doesn't sound good to you, $7.50, Let me just see what it's at right now. Because I know it was a lot higher. I know some of you probably got in at like $12, $9. It's $5.40. If I tell you it's going to be $7.50 in 6 months from now, that's a $2 profit. That's about 37%. So I'm telling you, I would say hold this one. I think you can get 37% out of bingo in the next 6 months. But that only means it's going to $7.50. So you're not buying call options at a strike price of $7.50 or $6. It's not like it's going through the roof. And it could if there's huge demand, but this doesn't look like that live of play right now. Okay, Gevo. Now, I remember Gevo because I almost bought it, or I had it at $1.08. I sold it at $2. Then Biden hired the president for some type of council. It went to $12. I mean, what crap is that? All right, so yeah. Oh, this is a good one, actually. I noticed this the other day when I was looking at it. So I'm actually going to add it to my watch list, GEVO. Why am I adding it? Because as you will see, it looks like it bottomed at $5. So yes, it's close to $7 right now. So it's almost up 40% from the bottom, which was probably a week and a half ago. The good news is they've been buying it ever since the bottom. They bought it to $6.57, which they bought it really quickly. In 1 or 2 days, it went from $5 to $6.57, which is about 15%. Then it settled. I mentioned when stocks move very quickly, they settle back down and then they find a new base. This stock, GEVO, looks like it found a new base, and it actually looks like it's moving up nicely. It is on my watch list. I know it's more dangerous. Now, I know a lot of you have questions. That's the whole reason we came up with this side button, because unfortunately, life isn't fair. So if you want your questions heard, definitely do it. We're past an hour. I love you guys. You guys are family. I'm sick losing my voice. I do love you guys. I mean, this platform is nothing without its members. Without paying it forward and sharing this video and sharing my tweet or sharing what I do, people won't know. So I'm not asking you to sign up your cousin or your brother or your sister. I'm asking you to share it with them. Say, hey, I'm learning knowledge. This is what I do. I mean, so many people are into trading. Tyler spoke to me. He's been trading for like 2 or 3 months because his friend would show him his returns on Instagram. The dude would post, I made 150%. I made 200%. I made 3. I said, dude, don't worry. You don't have to post anything. You're going to take your account, which had like $3,900, worked it down to like $2,500. We're going to work it into $25,000. And the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in your account. The proof is going to be what we grow. So yeah, I open up many small accounts. I'm going to show you guys how we do this. It's all organic. It's all just, the truth, man. It's nothing more or better than learning the truth about shit and not letting, these hedge funds and these analysts and these banks manipulate you, or people that have these platforms, not like me, but these services. Oh, $100, $1,000. Oh, we'll give you winners, blah, blah, blah. They better give you a freaking guarantee stamp if you're going to pay that money. $3.49 a week. Why do I only hold you to 1 week? Because I know my shit's real. All right. I know nobody leaves my platform. We lose like 3%. And for every 3% we lose, we gain 20%, and we don't market it, which means my shit works. My rules work. And I know I'm making people money and I'm changing lives. And if you blew up your account, I've got a video coming for you. Please subscribe and like the video. And the Express video is going to be good today. Carlos is off the hook. He's awesome. I love you guys. If you missed asking a question, next time use the feature. Pay $2, $3, $4. It's all going to $3.49 to make our company better and to make our platform better for you. So we all spend the money on you. My phone, you guys, thank you. My cigarettes, I pay for that myself. But thank you. Pay it forward. I love you. I'm going to cook my girls dinner. I'll talk to Carlos real quick. Everybody have a good night. Thank you.